Hi everyone, welcome to this new video. In this video, we're going to learn the socket IO. But before the socket IO, we have some questions. Why socket IO was introduced? Because there was already a client-server architecture. And what was the problem in that architecture? And for what the socket IO was there? So before starting the video, let's see first client-server architecture. So this is basically the server and client. Client will send a request and server will send a response by the request. Now the problem is there, for some of the thing when the advanced web is there, we have, for example, the application is real-time stock data. So every second or every half second, the stock data is updated. Now, you can't make every time the request to the server because then server will be crashed. Because let's say there are 1 million devices which have opened that tab or opened that application on mobile and they are making the request to the server. And server will be like, I can't handle this much this request because I have limited resources. So this is failing the architecture. So and it is not real time because you are making a request and you are getting response. So it is having some latency because between request going to the server and this will take some time and response from the server to the client, this will take some time because it is on the routing. So this is resource intensive because as I said, when the 1 million devices, 1 million requests are open, then your server will be crashed on this application. So for that thing, we have the socket IO. So it is different architecture. Let's say you have just one server of socket IO and you have many clients of socket IO. So now in this case, the server and the client. So the client will initiate the connection. So it will say ping and server will send the POM. That I initiate the connection, you are connected with the server. Now, any data will come to the server, will broadcast it to the every client which has initiated the server, means which has subscribed the server in real time. So let's say somewhere from the backend, I have the event that is pushing the data, the socket IO server. The socket IO server, when the data comes at the socket IO server, then it will directly broadcast to this client. Now, this server should be like great thing should be like this server should be in the same region or in the same architecture way. Like if your backend server is in the same IP, then this server should be in the same IP. It is the good practice for all time because you don't have latency there. So whenever you don't have latency here to send it to the server, then server don't have the latency to send it to the client. Because it is not using the HTTP latency, so there is no latency at all. So you need to only make one time the connection to the server, and then they can get or send the data. When data is broadcasted, then they can get data and they can send data to the socket IO server also. So this is real-time communication. For example, if you are on the WhatsApp, you can see some person is online. Now, for this one, you can't use this architecture because here you need to make every 2 or 3 seconds, like every some interval, you need to make a request to the server. Is this person is online or not? And server will respond to you. So let's say you have the interval of 5 seconds, then there is some latency. So it will make a request and response between 7 seconds. Every 7 seconds, and person is already offline from the 3rd second. Then next 7 seconds you will get it's offline, but it is not real time. Or let's say example of typing. Someone is typing on the WhatsApp and you are is typing something, you are getting the bubbles. Then it is also have some latency. But here, this will just go, client will send data to the server that I am typing, server will have the data of every event and server will send the data to the every user, and here we will in the client we will have something that which has the for which the data is, and then they can grab the data and they can store it's typing or not. So this is the socket IO.